What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about Amazon FBA and how it all works. So I've been getting a lot of questions from different Amazon Facebook groups, and I decided I'm going to be making videos answering a lot of the frequently asked questions, but today I'm going to be talking about the very basics of Amazon FBA and how everything really works out. So this is my drawing of the United States. I know, pretty good. But these squares with the letters AMZ on them are Amazon warehouses. And what Amazon warehouses hold are obviously products. Now, who owns these products? Well, everyone owns the products. Like big companies from Nike, Canon, Calvin Klein, they own all of their products from their own line. But a thing that a lot of people don't know is that third-party sellers also own a ton of products. Now, what us third-party sellers are doing is something called private labeling, which basically is taking a non-patented product, keyword non-patented, and we're getting the products manufactured, and then we put our own label on them. Now, one of the big questions is, why would we sell on Amazon and not our own website? Well, Amazon has a huge customer base. I mean, when you go on Amazon, just think about how many people use Amazon and how credible that name sounds. I mean, why do people go on Amazon? Well, they go on Amazon to find products that they want to buy. So whenever they go ahead and search for a product, let's just take a random product like a garlic press, for example. Does any big brand name come to mind? Not really, I don't think. So this is where us third-party sellers are making their money. So another big reason why people sell on Amazon is because they handle all the customer service. This makes it easier for the sellers because you don't have to process returns or handle any of the other time-consuming customer service issues. So now that we know what Amazon FBA basically is, let's talk about how people like me and you can make money off of this. So I'm going to be talking about the basic things that you need to do to start Amazon FBA. You're going to need to find a product to sell on Amazon. And what you're looking for in a good product to sell on Amazon is something that has a relatively high amount of sales, but a lower review rating. Let's just say you want to sell athletic shirts. Now, if you look up athletic shirts on Amazon, you're going to find the first page of products are all going to be huge brands with a huge review count, like 1,000 plus. So the reason you want to find products with relatively high sales and low reviews is because of the low barrier to entry. Because it has low reviews, you can enter in that market much easier than you would going into something like athletic socks and competing against Nike, which has 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 reviews with such a big brand name. The main products are gonna be probably unique items that you haven't heard of, and you're gonna be surprised when you do product research. You're gonna find a ton of products that sell really high. You'll have no clue what they are, but they're selling high and they have a lower view count, and those are decent products to source. So how I find these products, obviously I don't just go on Amazon and manually look up a ton of random products. I use a software to find my products. I just type in my criteria, like only search for products with this amount of sales and no more than this amount of reviews. And the software I use to do that is, well, the main one I use is Viral Launch, which I will link down below. And I also use Jungle Scout product research tool. Now, after I find the product, I have to make sure that it's not patented. Now, you don't want to be sourcing products that are patented or trademarked. So after you find the product that you want to source, you want to make sure it's not just a fluke on just that single product having that many sales and low reviews. You want to type in the broad keyword. So let's just say it's a garlic press. You found that on your product research tool. You want to type that in on Amazon on the search bar, and on the first page and second page, you want to make sure the sales are consistent to what you found. So you want to make sure most of the products on page 1 have your ideal sales and your ideal reviews. Now, if you use Viral Launch, they have this product research tool where it not only finds the single products that has your certain stats, it also does a keyword. There's like a keyword option where it finds the keywords and searches on Amazon and uses that to fit your criteria and give you the keyword for it. So I really like that. So the next part is finding a supplier who will make your product. Now you can find suppliers from all over the world. They could be in the US, they could be in India, but what most people do is they source their products from China, right here. So why they do that is because it's just much cheaper in China to make, and they have this platform called Alibaba. I'm sure you've heard of it. And it's been there for years. It's been a go-to place to source products from. So I would recommend sourcing from China. However, that's not a requirement. If you find an even better place, if you can source the product domestically at a cheap price, go for it. But today I'm just gonna be talking about Alibaba just because most of you will probably end up using that, and that's what most other sellers have been using. So when you find a supplier, you wanna make sure that the price is profitable. There's so many suppliers for so many different items that you will just have to make sure you find a good supplier who has good reviews and their price is good. Now, after you find a supplier to source your products, you already should have a label at this point or a logo at this point. So very simple to get a logo. You just go on Fiverr and you can get someone to do it there, or Upwork, and it's very simple to get a logo. But once you have your logo, you want to, well, at this point you already have a supplier, so you tell them to take your logo and put it on the packaging along with the UPC stickers Amazon gives you to ship their items from China to the Amazon warehouse. And there's two main ways to do it. The first one is through air, and then the other way is through boat. Air is gonna get your product from China to Amazon much quicker, but it's gonna cost higher. You can also source your products through sea, which will be slower, but it will be more cost effective in most cases. So what most people do, what I recommend beginners do, is they start off with DDP, which is air shipping, delivery duties paid. So the supplier basically works out everything in the shipping, they ship it out for you. And then the other option through sea, I recommend only when you have restocked on your order and you know the supplier is good, communication is good, that's when I recommend going through sea or freight on board, FOB. Now, when you get advanced, you're gonna hear about freight forwarders is a good option, but for beginners, let's stick with DDP air shipping because it's much simpler. It's a lot of things that you don't have to worry about when you're starting off, and I know it can be overwhelming, so just do DDP air shipping, even though it will cost higher. So after you found a good supplier and you've got the shipping set up and your logo's done, you're gonna have to make a listing. And what an Amazon listing is basically your home page for your product. When people search on Amazon the keyword and they click on your listing, that's gonna show everything, and you're gonna have to work on that. The main parts of a listing is the pictures. You're gonna wanna make sure that before your product gets to Amazon, you should have a sample coming your way, and then when you receive that sample, it should be an already finished sample, like something a customer would get when you ship out their product. So once you have that, you need to find a photographer who can take product pictures for it, and these are very important. The pictures are the most important thing that you can do on an Amazon listing that converts to sales. So after you have the photos done, the next part is, you know when you click on an Amazon listing, right to the right of it, there's gonna be 5 little bullets. And those basically where you're gonna put your sales copy, you work on that, make it all pretty, and the last thing you're gonna have to do is the product description, which is, if you scroll a little bit more down, Amazon gives you some more room to write more about your product details. That's where you put in all the details. The 5 bullets should mainly be used as like a sales copy, try to sell your audience, and then you could have product features, but mainly selling your audience in the 5 bullet points, and in the description, that's when you have all the specifications and whatnot. So once you have the listing done, pictures done, bullet points done, description done, at that point, you're just gonna be waiting for the product to get to Amazon. Once it reaches an Amazon warehouse, you're basically good to sell. You're on the Amazon website. However, you will be most likely on page like 20 or some random page that's not page 1. Let's be honest, nobody goes to page 20 to buy whatever item they're searching for. They go on page 1, maybe page 2. So you're gonna need to rank your listing to page 1 for the most amount of sales that you can get. So there's a lot of ways to rank products. I'll be talking about ranking in another video. It used to be really effective, viral launching their products, doing giveaways. but things keep evolving, but I'll make a more updated video on how to get really good ranking for your products. So after you've ranked your product to page 1 or 2, you should be getting organic sales. What organic sales basically means is that you don't have to pay for that sale. So when someone searches up your garlic press, they'll see your listing, click on it, and buy it. You don't have to pay for that customer to buy it. Unlike PPC, Amazon PPC, which is pay per click, you're gonna be paying to be on the top of page 1, in most cases the side of page 1, and you're gonna be paying for that little spot on the top or on the side, and each time someone clicks it, you get charged, and that's basically how Amazon PPC works. And for an organic sale, you get all of that sale, of course, minus the fees. You don't have to pay for advertising. So after you've ranked to page 1 and you've optimized your PPC, you really don't have to do much. At this point, it's just outside marketing if you want to, but the organic sales, the PPC, the outside marketing, they're all gonna be running automatically. So at that point, you don't have to do anything to make these sales because you've put in all the hard work up front. So this business model is really passive. After you've put in all that hard work in the front end to get your product launched, after your product's launched, PPC's going, you have everything set up, you really don't have to do much other than making sure your PPC is still okay, your marketing and your Facebook ads, Google ads, everything is just still okay, and that takes me no time at all in the week. It's really passive after the point you've launched it and set everything up. And obviously I forgot to add that when stock gets low, you have to go ahead and contact your supplier again and order more products, but after you've done 2 or 3 or 4 orders with them, it takes no time at all at that point. Overall, this was the first business I've ever started in e-commerce, and it was the greatest experience that I've ever been through. I've launched 4 products so far, and to be honest, 2 of them failed, but 2 of them are still generating me a good amount of income even after 1 year. And I started this last year, just before Q4, and mind you, Q4 sales are insane. Even though I failed my first product that I launched, it's still sold out. And guys, learning about this, executing on all of it was the greatest experience of my life. And if you guys are interested, just please take action. And I don't see Amazon FBA going anywhere with the amount it's growing. I mean, the biggest company now, and it's still skyrocketing, projected to skyrocket even higher. E-commerce is growing even bigger. So I don't see Amazon FBA going anywhere anytime soon. I hope I cleared things up for all the people who were on the edge of starting Amazon. I really hope I explained it well for all you newbies out there. And I know if you're intermediate or advanced, you probably knew most of the things I said in this video. But if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be posting more videos. A lot of people have been asking me questions on Facebook groups, so I'll try and answer them in my next few videos. Hope you guys have a great day, and peace.